Socrates was once proclaimed as the wisest man by the oracle. I don't remember if it was solely in Greece or in the world or not, but of somewhere. And Socrates credited this to his daemon, or his conscience. And basically, whatever his daemon said not to do, he didn't do. And so he basically just followed everything that his daemon said not to do. Does this mean that Socrates was just following some entity? Unknown entity? Yes, partially. For me, I think of him as just living normally, and then sometimes when he's about to do something or not do something, his daemon just tells him, hey, don't do that. So it's not really, I don't think that it's like voices in your head. I don't think it's constant. Because I think the daemon is your conscience. At least for most people, I don't think you hear a voice inside your head telling you what not to do every single second for every decision of your life. It comes and goes. It speaks up when you know you're about to do something that you don't really want to do. At times the voice is clearly telling you to do something or to not do something. The thing is, what should you do? Should you follow this unknown voice in your head? This unknown voice. Even though you don't really hear anything. Well, Socrates ended up being an idol for thousands of years by strictly following his daemon. Albeit he died somewhat pitifully, or at least some can argue. But I still think that you should definitely listen to your daemon. It isn't something physical, but it's there. And things you can muffle it with alcohol, drugs, sex, and every other hedonic pleasure out there. But it will always come back to haunt you. Always come back. Have a good or bad night of drinking, and the next day you'll have a hangover. And there'll be a quiet voice asking yourself, why did you do that? And the same thing with one-night stands and drugs. Although that's a generalization. So why should you listen to it? I think that everyone pretty much knows what they need to improve on. It's just we choose to ignore them. We aren't truly blind to most of our problems. We ignore them because it's hard to face. It's hard to face them ourselves. Or it's hard to face ourselves. Especially ourselves. We ignore them for years, telling ourselves that we will face them eventually, when I'm better prepared, when I'm ready. And the thing is, from your past experience, if you didn't face it then, if you don't face it now, what makes you think you'll face it in the future? Like, more experience? Seriously? There's no one to truly teach you to face yourself until you have done so yourself. There is no experience to be gained. It's a clever excuse that your mind tells you. At a point, if you're at a point where you always listen to your daemon, your conscience, you'll find your life has dramatically changed for the better. Confronting fears, doing the hard things, saying the hard words, all of those will change your life for the better. And don't start tomorrow. Start today. Do it now. Things aren't built in the future. Things are built now. You take steps today. Your achievements are produced not by the final strike of the hammer, but by all of the strikes that come before it. Things are built daily. Wealth is generated from years, not a single day. You don't just sprout and then what am I saying? You don't just absolutely gain an enormous amount of wealth unless you win the lottery. Even then, a lot of the money that you win from the lottery will most likely be lost. So listen to your daemon and change your future. And change yourself now.